In the aftermath of the Dorado Club's bankruptcy, three bidders emerged from the sidelines, ready to take the reins of the defunct hacienda-style casino. The first bidder was Bill Fleischman, owner of the nearby Rhodium open-air market in North Torrance, a former drive-in movie theater turned swap meet. Fleischman's Century City company, WF Investment Corporation, bid $1.6 million for the licenses, requesting a $20,000 per month lease and the option to buy the property outright for $5 million. We think it would be a good investment. It operated profitably there for years, and we believe we can make money there, Fleischman said of the proposal. His plan for the property also included the realization of the dream that always eluded George Anthony, the addition of a new hotel and parking structure. The next bid was unofficial and came from the Normandie Casino, whose attorneys proposed an unknown sum to the bankruptcy court, overbidding on Fleischman's original proposal. The final bidder was Larry Flynt, owner of Larry Flynt Publications, a massive Beverly Hills publishing empire with annual grosses estimated at $135 million. Flynt, a former adult club owner, famous for his publication Hustler magazine and well-publicized First Amendment court battles, at first seemed an unlikely candidate. Gardena City manager Ken Landau surmised, "We have serious doubts about whether Mr. Flynt could receive a license from the state." However, nobody had any doubts about Flynt's financial clout, as the Flynt Publications' initial bid proposed $1.8 million for the licenses and a $35,000 per month lease, with an option to buy the property for $5.5 million. City officials, cold to the possibility of Flynt owning and operating a casino in Gardena, began evoking sections of the municipal code that hadn't come into play since the days of the Kefauver Committee, with talk of denying the application on moral grounds. If the applicant is not a person of good character, integrity, and honesty. In reality, the code section that dealt with gaming license applications did not include those same grounds for dismissal. Only the final section would permit the council to dismiss a license application on moral grounds, if the approval of any applicant would be inimical to the interests of legitimate gambling. The biggest elephant in the room was the fact that the city had very little choice but to go forward with Flynt as the highest bidder. Gardena was standing on shaky financial ground, already facing a general fund deficit of approximately $4.1 million, with a large portion of that debt incurred by the $1 million in back taxes owed by the Dorado and funding for the parking structure bonds that the city had issued to the club. Soon after, Flynt upped the ante by delivering a $100,000 check to the federal bankruptcy court trustee as a show of good faith, and to ward off any concerns that, given a choice, local and state politicians wouldn't opt to approve one of the other bids first. Flynt's offer detailed how he would purchase the Eldorado's license, pay off the creditors and back taxes, and then forge ahead with the process of getting his application approved by the city council and state regulators. Flynt also requested the right to sell the license in the event that his application was unsuccessful. Alan Isaacman, Flynt's longtime friend and attorney, said of the offer, "This makes a statement that we are serious. Flynt is a good citizen wherever he resides. He's been in Beverly Hills for years. He'll make a first-rate card club in Gardena, and we believe the city council and city leadership will act in the best interests of Gardena's citizens." Flynt's interest in the casino venture was initially prompted by a letter he received from a concerned Eldorado Club employee named Maggie Mundit, informing him that the club was now for sale. When asked why she had chosen to approach Flynt, Mundit explained, "I just felt he was the person who could run this place. Mr. Flynt is a fabulous person. He is intelligent and witty. He is going to make a terrific owner." Mundit also sent a letter about the club to entertainer and game show guru Merv Griffin. Griffin never responded, but 2 weeks later, Flynt got in touch, telling the press, "Quite frankly, it looked like a good business opportunity to me. And I've always wanted to own one. I've been a gambler all my life, and I know people in the industry that can operate this properly." Opponents of Flynt's bid contended that, due to his notoriety as a pornographer, no elected official would ever take on the liability of voting to sell him the club, challenging that he would face massive legal obstacles in comparison to the other bidders. But Flynt maintained that his record was clean,